Listen, stop snoozing. If you snooze, you lose. It's not a cliche, it is the absolute truth. And so when you hit snooze, you are telling your hopes and dreams that they can wait. And that is not something that a high performer like you will ever do. Plus, when you hit snooze, you go back into crappy sleep, you get the alarm going again, you come out of it, you're even more tired than you were before, should you have gotten up when your alarm went off. So make a promise the night before that you're gonna get up at a certain time, and then keep that promise the next day. That builds your confidence, and then the dominoes start to fall in your direction. But if you hit snooze, your brain all day long says, I'm a loser. Don't do that. The second thing you need to do is start getting up 15 minutes earlier than you are right now. Listen, you don't have to join the 5 a.m. club. It's not about getting up super early in the morning. It's not about the hour you get up, it's about what you do with the hours that you are up. All right? It's not about the hour that you get up, it's about what you do with the hours that you are up. I only need you up 15 minutes earlier so that you can have more time to think on your number one opportunity to take advantage of or your number one problem to solve in life. And if you get up 15 minutes earlier before everyone else in the house, no distractions, no phone, no computer, and you just think about your number one problem in life, you can make dramatic progress. In fact, you can write a book 15 minutes at a time, that's 500 words, 6 days a week. In 20 weeks, you will have a 60,000 word book. And I know because that's how I wrote my 3 bestsellers, 15 minutes at a time in the morning. So that's your next habit to start. Get up 15 minutes earlier tomorrow from whatever you're doing right now, and it will get you on the fast track to success. Mark Twain once said, if your job is to eat a frog, best thing to do is eat that frog first thing in the morning. And if your job is to eat 2 frogs, best thing to do is eat the biggest frog first. Now, what that means is that you should get up in the morning, and when you have the greatest willpower, discipline, and intention, you must attack the most difficult task of your day. And when you do that, you will win the morning and own your day, and you will have more success and less stress. And if you didn't understand what I meant, this phrase will help you get it. GSD on your MIT. Get stuff done on your most important task. For entrepreneurs, this means taking advantage of the time in the morning, your magic time, to focus on your RGA, revenue generating activity. So get up, go to work, and GSD on your MIT. You gotta have a deadline in your day and deadline for every activity that you do. That's why we teach our clients to set up 90-minute work blocks, and in those 90 minutes you have to have extreme focus to hit the deadline for the task. That's how millionaires schedule their time. You have to have your to-do list done the night before. If you're doing your to-do list in your morning routine, you're already too late. You are throwing away the time of day when you have the greatest discipline, willpower, and intention on an activity that should have been done the night before so that you can get up in the morning and, say it with me now, GSD on your MIT. Here's a secret that every high-performing entrepreneur knows, and it goes like this. Not only do you have to set an alarm in the morning, but you have to set a reverse alarm at night so that you get to bed on time and you can easily get up in the morning and not hit snooze. Now, the reverse alarm goes like this. An hour before bed, you set an alarm. When it goes off, you shut down all your electronics, put it away. You do old school activities like read, take a bath, meditation, talk to your family, and then you're able to wind down, get to bed on time so that you wake up in the morning and, say it with me now, you GSD on your MIT more easily. All right, in addition to that, another thing that's really gonna help you set up your day tomorrow so that you dominate that morning is having a cutoff at the end of the day for when you stop work completely. Now, when you stop work completely, whether it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock, well, what you do then is you go through your planning and preparation for the next day, creating that to-do list. Remember, we're not doing it in the morning, we're doing it the night before. The greater planning and preparation you have the night before, the better you're gonna dominate your morning routine. So for me, at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I put this phone in airplane mode and put it beside my bed, and I don't use it again. All the work is done. So you have to have a cutoff time where you can be present at night because you're working so hard and so disciplined in the day to have that freedom. Then you need to make sure that you have accountability. This is where actually having the phone, having access to my accountability app, having access to me as your coach, it's key. You need to have accountability to somebody and do all of the habits we've talked about, plus making sure that you have the goals, the right blueprint for success, and doing the right things in the morning. So an accountability partner is the secret ingredient to success. And it's even better. The absolute secret to the secret ingredient is when you have accountability to somebody that you deeply do not want to disappoint. And that's my job as a coach, to inspire you, to motivate you, to help you, to show you the path so that you look up to me and say, I don't want to let Craig down, and I'm going to get him as my accountability. And that's when you can move mountains in your life. Now, all of these are really wrapped up in my book, The Perfect Day Formula. And we talk about something called the 10-3-2-1-0 formula. Now, when you follow this formula, you're gonna have the best sleep ever. And you're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna dominate that first 90 minutes focusing on your MITs, eating that frog. And it goes like this. 10 hours before bed, you stop all caffeine, okay? Because caffeine keeps you alert and keeps you up at night. So if you're tossing and turning in the evening and you had an espresso at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's your culprit. Now, 3 hours before bed, we stop eating heavy meals and we kick all the booze to the curb, okay? Now, I know that sounds crazy, but that also probably means that you should stop drinking on school nights. And if you're sitting there and thinking, but Craig, alcohol helps me fall asleep. Well, here's the thing. It might help you fall asleep, but you have very poor quality sleep. You don't get into a deep sleep. You only get into this superficial sleep. And that's why, even if you get 8 hours of sleep after you have a glass or two of wine, you're still tired in the morning. So we cut that out 3 hours before bed. 2 hours before bed, all work stops. An hour before bed, we have the reverse alarm. And then the 0 is the number of times that you're allowed to hit snooze in the morning. And when you follow that formula and these 10 millionaire morning habits, you will finally have the daily disciplines in place to take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures to 8 figures, like my clients Bedros Keuilian, Marion, Sharran Srivatsaa, Jason Capital, Shanda Sumpter, Isabel Price, Frank Den Blanken, Vince Del Monte, Xander Fryer, and so on and so on and so on. If you want to be my next client who's on that list of becoming a millionaire thanks to the daily disciplines, plus the blueprint and the accountability that we can give you to scale your business, then go to craigvalentine.com/apply and just fill out the little bit of form there, and we'll give you a free coaching call to help your business grow and scale and help you become more productive in every area of life.